Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Before continuing, please review the legal disclaimer provided in the comments section of this video and make sure to see the video till the end to get a full understanding of how it all works. On this channel, we share practical guidance on visa processes, immigration pathways, investment and citizenship options, and related topics to help you make informed decisions. If you are unsure about your visa options or planning your next step, consider subscribing and enabling notifications so you stay updated with the latest developments. Imagine this. You finally decide to visit Panama, the Panama Canal, Panama City skyline, tropical islands, rainforests, luxury resorts, Caribbean beaches, Pacific coast adventures, modern skyscrapers rising beside historic colonial streets, one of the most strategically important and fascinating countries in the Americas. You picture yourself watching giant ships move through the Panama Canal, relaxing on white sand islands, exploring tropical jungles, experiencing one of the fastest growing tourism destinations in the region. Then suddenly, visa confusion, denied boarding, or even worse, entry refusal at immigration. And the shocking truth is this: most Panama tourist visa and entry problems happen because of avoidable mistakes, not because people were poor, not because they lacked education, not because they came from the wrong country, but because they misunderstood how Panama actually evaluates tourists and international visitors. And in this complete masterclass, you are going to learn everything, not from the perspective of one country, not from the perspective of one nationality, but from a true global perspective based on the latest Panama tourist visa procedures and immigration updates in 2026. In this video, we are going to cover who actually needs a Panama tourist visa, who can enter visa-free, what alternative entry permissions exist, how Panama evaluates travelers, how to prepare strong documents, how to prove finances properly, how airport immigration works, the biggest refusal mistakes, what immigration officers really look for, and what smart travelers do differently. Stay until the end because there is one major misunderstanding involving financial proof, onward travel, and passport validity that destroys thousands of Panama travel plans every single year. Let's begin. First, let's understand something extremely important. Panama is becoming one of the most attractive destinations in the Americas. Tourists visit Panama for business travel, luxury tourism, retirement exploration, shopping tourism, canal, tourism, beach vacations, island hopping ecotourism, and digital nomad lifestyles. But that does not mean immigration procedures are casual. Panama still has structured immigration systems, entry controls, and strict evaluation procedures for tourists and visitors. Now let's answer the biggest question first. Who actually needs a tourist visa for Panama? This is where many people become confused immediately. Some nationalities can enter Panama visa free for tourism. Others require a stamped tourist visa before traveling. And some nationalities may require additional authorizations or special processing. This is extremely important. Never assume your visa situation based on someone else's experience. Two travelers living in the same city may have completely different Panama visa requirements depending on their passports. Now here comes one of the biggest surprises. Panama also allows certain travelers to enter more easily if they hold valid visas or residence permits from specific major countries. This shocks many travelers worldwide. For some eligible travelers, valid visas or permanent residence from countries such as the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Schengen Europe, Australia, or certain other regions may create alternative entry possibilities depending on nationality and immigration conditions. But here is the critical warning. Never rely on random social media comments alone. Always verify your exact eligibility carefully before booking flights, because misunderstanding visa exemption rules is one of the most common reasons travelers get denied boarding by airlines. Now let's discuss one major reality many travelers ignore. Panama immigration officers can be extremely strict when something appears suspicious or inconsistent. And here is something important in 2026. Global immigration systems are becoming increasingly digitalized and interconnected. Passenger databases, airline verification systems, biometric systems, travel history records, all of these now play a much bigger role in international travel. Now let's move into the actual tourist visa application process for travelers who require visas. Step 1 is timing. This is where smart travelers separate themselves from desperate travelers. Many people apply too late, then panic, then make mistakes. Panama tourist visa processing times can vary depending on nationality, embassy workload, tourism seasons, security checks, and local procedures. Peak tourism periods often create appointment shortages and processing delays, especially during holiday seasons, cruise tourism peaks, summer travel periods, festival seasons, and international vacation periods. The smartest travelers prepare early, very early. Now let's discuss the most important part of the entire process, the documents. This is where most Panama tourist visa applications either succeed or collapse. And here is the biggest truth many people do not realize. Immigration officers are not looking for the thickest file, they are looking for the most believable story. Your documents must clearly answer 4 major questions. Who are you? Why are you visiting Panama? Can you financially support yourself? And will you leave Panama after your trip? If your application fails to answer even one of these clearly, refusal risk increases immediately. Now let's break the documents down step by step. First is your passport. Your passport should be valid and in good condition, and here's something many travelers ignore. Panama immigration authorities often expect passports to have sufficient remaining validity beyond your intended stay. Many travelers focus only on visa approvals, but forget passport validity rules entirely. This creates huge airport problems. If your passport is torn, heavily worn, water damaged, or has damaged biometric information, renew it before applying. Now, let's discuss the visa application itself. Every detail matters. Employment information, travel dates, accommodation, financial details, sponsor information. Everything must align naturally with your supporting documents. One contradiction can create suspicion immediately. Now let's discuss photographs. Professional biometric style photographs are extremely important for visa applications. Use proper visa photo services familiar with immigration standards. Do not guess. Now let's move to one of the most important parts, your itinerary. This is where many Panama tourist visa applications become unrealistic. Your trip does not need to look luxurious. It needs to look believable. Simple and organized always beats exaggerated and chaotic. And here is one major mistake applicants make. They underestimate Panama's travel logistics. Panama may look geographically small compared to giant countries, but islands, rainforest areas, remote ecotourism destinations, domestic transportation, canal region travel, all of these require realistic timing. If your itinerary claims impossible travel schedules across multiple regions in very short time frames, your application starts looking suspicious immediately. Visa officers want realistic travel plans, not fantasy vacations. Now let's discuss flights. One of the biggest requirements for Panama entry is proof of onward or return travel. This is critical, and this destroys countless travel plans every year. Many travelers arrive with one-way tickets, assuming they can explain things at immigration. Bad idea. Panama immigration officers and airlines often expect proof that you intend to leave the country before your authorized stay expires. This can include return flight tickets, onward flight tickets, cruise reservations, bus tickets, or other acceptable onward travel proof. And here is something important. Airlines themselves may deny boarding before departure if they believe you do not meet Panama entry requirements. Now let's discuss accommodation, hotels, luxury resorts, hostels, rental apartments, island lodges, friends, family. Everything should logically fit your travel plans, and fake hotel bookings are extremely dangerous. Immigration authorities increasingly verify reservations. One fraud finding can seriously damage future immigration opportunities globally. Never use fake documents, not fake bank statements, not fake hotel bookings, not fake employment letters, not fake invitation letters. Now let's move to one of the biggest approval factors, financial proof. This is where huge numbers of applications fail globally. And here is the critical thing most applicants misunderstand. Immigration officers are not only checking whether you have money, they are checking whether your financial story makes sense. That difference changes everything. Sudden large deposits before application are major red flags. Borrowed money temporarily parked in your account often gets noticed quickly. What matters more is consistency, stable salary income, business activity, savings history, regular transactions, tax records. These things create credibility. Immigration officers want to understand your real financial life, not a temporary version created 2 weeks before applying. And here is another major truth. A modest but stable financial profile is often stronger than a huge suspicious balance. Now let's discuss one important thing many travelers underestimate. Panama immigration authorities may expect travelers to demonstrate access to sufficient funds for their stay. This is extremely important. Even visa-exempt travelers may still be questioned about finances at the airport. Now let's discuss employment proof. This is one of the most important parts of many tourist visa applications. If you are employed, you usually provide employment letters, leave approval, salary slips, and evidence you are expected back at work. If you own a business, business registration documents and company activity become important. If you are self-employed or freelance, stable professional activity matters greatly. If you are retired, pension records may help. If you are a student, enrollment documents and sponsorship evidence are often important. Everything should point toward one major message. You have strong reasons to return home. Now let's discuss sponsorships and invitation letters. Suppose a friend or family member in Panama is supporting your trip. In that case, invitation letters and proof of their status may become important depending on your circumstances. But here is something important. A sponsor cannot magically fix a weak application. The applicant still needs to appear genuine and credible. Now let's discuss one thing many travelers underestimate. Airport immigration in Panama. This is extremely important. A visa approval does not guarantee entry. Border officers still make the final decision when you arrive. And this is where many travelers make critical mistakes. Immigration officers may ask about hotels' return tickets, travel plans, length of stay, financial support, purpose of visit, and previous travel history. Most genuine tourists experience no problems, but preparation matters enormously. Now let's discuss one major issue many travelers misunderstand. Panama has become increasingly aware of travelers attempting to misuse tourist entry for unauthorized work or long-term stays. This means immigration officers may carefully evaluate travelers who appear inconsistent, unprepared, or suspicious. Now let's discuss one of the most important sections of this entire video: the top reasons Panama tourist visas get refused or travelers face immigration problems. This section alone could save your trip. Number one is unrealistic financial proof. If your finances do not realistically support your itinerary, refusal risk increases immediately. Number two is weak proof of ties to home country. If immigration officers believe you may overstay or not return home, problems begin immediately. Number three is fake documentation. This is catastrophic. Fake bank statements, fake hotel bookings, fake employment letters, fake invitations. Never do this. Number four is inconsistent information. Your forms, itinerary, financial records, travel plans, and explanations must all align naturally. Number five is unclear purpose of travel. Your trip should make logical sense. Now, here is a major psychological insight. Immigration officers review enormous numbers of travelers every year. They become extremely skilled at spotting risk patterns quickly. Your goal is not to impress them. Your goal is to appear genuine, organized, stable, and transparent. That is what successful travelers usually look like. Now let's discuss travel history. Previous legal international travel can strengthen your profile significantly. If you have traveled legally and complied with immigration rules in countries like the United States, Canada, Schengen Europe, the UK, Australia, Japan, Singapore, or New Zealand, that may strengthen your credibility. But here is something important. No travel history does not automatically mean refusal. Strong overall credibility still matters most. Now let's discuss one dangerous mistake applicants keep making: copy-paste applications. Thousands of people use identical itineraries, invitation formats, travel explanations, and cover letters copied from the internet. Immigration officers recognize these patterns immediately. Your application should reflect your real situation, real finances, real work, real travel plans, real intentions. Authenticity matters far more than fancy wording. Now let's discuss overstays. This is a serious mistake. Many travelers assume tourist flexibility means immigration rules are casual. Wrong. Overstaying can create fines, immigration problems, deportation risks, and future entry restrictions. And here is another major issue many travelers forget. Transit matters. Many travelers route through multiple countries before reaching Panama. That means transit visa rules and airline requirements may also affect your trip. Now let's discuss practical approval strategies experienced travelers often follow. Apply early. Keep documents organized. Use realistic travel plans. Maintain stable financial activity before applying. Carry onward travel proof. Avoid fake documents completely. Be honest during interviews and airport questioning, and never assume approval is automatic. Now let's answer some common questions people ask. Can unemployed applicants get approved? Sometimes yes, especially with strong sponsorship and genuine circumstances. Can freelancers apply? Absolutely. But freelancers should demonstrate stable professional activity and financial consistency. Can students apply? Yes. But students often need sponsorship evidence and proof of ongoing studies. Can previous visa refusals affect Panama applications? Yes. But refusals do not automatically destroy future chances if earlier issues are properly addressed. Can you work in Panama on a tourist visa? Generally, no. Unauthorized employment can create serious immigration consequences. Can tourists extend their stay? In some situations, immigration extensions may be possible depending on legal conditions and approvals, but tourist status should never be treated like long-term residence. Now let's discuss one major thing travelers forget. Panama is not only beaches and canal tourism, It is also a country with sophisticated immigration systems, financial regulations, customs procedures, and international transit importance. Preparation matters enormously. And finally, here is the biggest truth about Panama tourist visa approvals and successful travel. Most successful applications are actually very ordinary, not flashy, not dramatic, not perfect, just believable, a genuine traveler with realistic plans, stable finances, clear documentation, and strong reasons to return home. That combination wins approvals again and again because one honest and well-prepared application is far more powerful than a thick folder full of random paperwork, and you have come to the right place to get all your visa applications sorted in a hassle-free and professional manner. We can help you to get the entire process done correctly and make your dream trip to any destination in the world easier than you think. Make sure to get in touch with is on our WhatsApp mobile numbers, no matter which part of the world you are in, and do subscribe, like, and share our channel to get many more interesting updates. Thank you for watching and have a safe journey. Get in touch with us now on +64 221 786 007 or +91 73786 00791.